Hey, founders, we got a great question the other day about essentially how do you deal with existing customers prior to closing your sale? Do you tell them? Do you not tell them? Doesn't it feel a little disingenuous to not tell, especially your best customers? And here, look, there's some nuance here. There's not an easy answer for every single situation, but as a rule of thumb, you can't really tell. Look, you're bound by a confidentiality agreement or a non-disclosure agreement with your buyer. And in practical terms, what it means is that while there might be a need for their consent, there might even be a demand from the buyer that a certain number of customers, if they're big customers, consent to the transaction. There might be a discussion around the idea that maybe they have a right of first refusal, or maybe there's something in their agreements that requires them to be noticed if there's going to be a change of control. So there's some legal elements there. The practical consideration is this. Your customers are part of the intangible value of the business, in effect, kind of like your intellectual property in some sense. And they're also part of the transferable economics of the business. So you don't want to create disturbance in those relationships as you move towards a sale. There's a right way to inform them right beforehand. And in fact, it might even be you might even have, meetings prior to the closing of the sale with your biggest customers together with the buyer, either, on a video call or in a face-to-face. Might also happen that way with suppliers too. But the key takeaway here is that tendency you have as a really honest, transparent person to just let everybody know what's going on, hold back on that. Not because there won't be some fence mending or some explanation needed later, but because it can dramatically impact your business. That information can get out to not just those customers, but competitors, back to employees. And the next thing you know, the transferable economics of the business, the living, breathing parts of the business are no longer as secure as you've negotiated with the buyer. So be careful about how and when you inform those customers, and listen to your advisors and follow the letter and the spirit of the legal agreements when it comes down to those things, which can then later be your explanation to those people when they say, I can't believe you didn't tell me, your biggest customer, that you were thinking about selling the business. You could say, listen, that's probably bad on my side, but I deferred to my lawyers and my investment banker, and they told me I was bound by a confidentiality agreement and I couldn't say anything. So I'm really sorry, right? Something to that effect goes a long way. And frankly, in practical reality, that's the right thing to do. So thanks for stopping by. Great question.